You locked in to the Dad's Intervention Podcast.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome, people. Welcome to the Dad's Intervention Podcast. Of course, if you guys have not been seeing us, I don't know where the hell you've been, because we've been doing this for quite some time now. We always bring the real, the truth, the everything for dads. Because why? We're your favorite dads. This is your favorite dads. This is your man, Ace Brown.
It's your boy, Build a Billionaire in the building.
Geek Comedy. God bless you.
All right, let me talk about this hat D got on. D, what's that about? What's that about? Live life. What's that about? Come on, talk about it.
So, it's one of my brothers, one of my good friends, started up his own line. Life and live life. So, I'm just out here supporting a black man in his dream. You feel me?
Okay.
Living my life like it's golden. Living my life like it's golden.
Promo. And then, of course, Bill, I got to, Bill, I don't know if you've seen it, D. Bill be taking him and his family on photo shoots. They in Africa with camels.
Yo,
I don't know what's going on. Every time you turn around, Bill got another picture with him
Straight
Jackie,
Cambodian
and the
milk and everything,
man.
man.
They sitting there drinking. They sitting there on the island like this.
yo, at this point with these COVID days, we got to take everything we can, man.
Hey, brother.
We went pumpkin picking with the kids. We've been doing it this third year with my family. Kids and their cousins go out there, but I ain't gonna front. I'm mad because when we used to go, they was young and they go out there, get their pumpkins and come back and they ready to go. Now they getting older and they seeing certain things and now they want to do everything. You know what I mean? They want to go over here and touch this. They want to go play on this. They want to stay. And now I'm like, look, I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying? We was out there. We got out there. What time? I think we got out there at 2:00. We didn't leave there until like 6:30. So I mean,
do y'all have to wear a mask while y'all out? I mean, because y'all are outside.
Yeah, they still want you wearing masks and stuff like that.
Because there's a lot of people.
Yes, I mean, and this was more people than I expected. But I mean, they had the pumpkin picking out there. Then they got it's kind of like a fair kind of thing. They got like the apple guns. They got a little train for the kids, the monster trucks. So they got a lot of things out there for the kids. But I mean, it was dope with the family and stuff like that. You know, try to do something, man.
You gotta tell me where this spot at so I can bring, because we normally go with our kids. We're supposed to go next weekend, I think it's next week. We're supposed to go apple picking, but the spot is like completely shut everything down. The only thing you can do is get your apples, get back in your car, and go home.
Oh wow!
I'm
yeah, this one is a hayride. It's actually a hayride that takes you.
Because I'm about to say, what if they have multiple trees? You got to drive to each tree,
right?
No, like I'm serious. Like, they got the certain areas like, yo, this McIntosh, this is...
No. Yeah, they still have those areas. It's just a big behind orchard, so you walk around to all the different things, but when you get done, you go back to the fair area where, they have the pony rides and the games.
Oh, they done shut that part
ride, and they just shut all that down. They shut that down. They shut the little food court down.
Yeah, pony lives matter.
To give me apple pies a la mode. So I'm like, well, don't make no sense for me to drive to 50 minutes. You know what I
mean?
Yeah,
but that's the thing. We drove about an hour away, and Jackie likes the cider, you know what I mean? So she gets like the cider and stuff like that.
Right.
They got the fresh pickles on the stick, paws. They got those. They got the funnel cakes out there, and then Jackie brought some apple pie. So after the show, I'm definitely going to give me some apple pie.
So all of that. So the food court is still open.
Yeah, it's outside, so it's not even like a... It's like a flea. It kind of looks like a flea market almost type of thing.
Right.
Got a little thing. Yeah, that joint is open and everything. Yep.
See, that's what I'm talking about. There's no reason for them to close. They talking about because of COVID-19, we have.
Bro, it was packed.
They don't want the ponies to catch COVID. Dude. Come on, man.
Yeah, they had a pet.
Well, the felines got COVID, so it's only so long before the ponies catch it.
Yeah.
Listen, we got in and we got out.
Yo, here's something bad. Two things. I'm gonna start off with a funny one that y'all niece did. Man, I walk in the house, what's today, Monday? I walk in the house like Saturday, man. And T was like, has your daughter showed you her new dance? I'm like, nah. So she called like, Zori, come here, show your father a new dance. And y'all niece just busted into it. I'm a savage. Classy, bougie. I said, oh, shit.
Absolutely not.
Nope.
Shit.
Nope.
Yo,
wow.
The crazy thing is, I go ahead and I comment on it and I send it to Janae, thinking the older sister gonna kick in and be like, nah, that's not that. She was like this, TikTok princess. I said, what the fuck?
Yeah, she putting the battery in her back.
Yeah.
Putting the battery in her back.
The fuck is going on here? TikTok princess. I said, yeah, I'm done. But yeah, that was the one
viral
thing.
on there. Ace gonna be on TikTok like, let me what in the
Yeah.
TikTok princess.
And then the other thing is, yo, what's up with the president, man, catching COVID before we get into our dad? So, is that dad talk? Is that dad talk?
No, that's not dad talk.
Okay, what's up?
I don't want to talk about
we
it.
we ain't even gonna spend too much time on it. I think it's
no. I didn't want to. Only thing I was gonna say was this. Here's the
I don't believe it.
part.
Enough said. That's
no. Here's the cold-blooded part. Mad people that I've been talking to was like, well, the Simpsons ain't lied yet. Let's see how far this goes. I'm like, good God.
You saw the meme?
Right. Hold on. Let me tell you about your niece, y'all niece, one of the twins. So, when the kid, the parent, the teachers talk about everything in virtual class.
Mm-hmm.
So I come downstairs and Chloe is like, Dad, did you hear? I'm like, what? She was like, the president has COVID. I was like, really? Her sister says, good. Finally, we can get a new president. And went back and started doing her work. I was like, are we killing people?
Yo.
So that's when Zori should have jumped out the closet. I'm a savage.
It's crazy, yo.
Yeah. All right, let's get into the dad talk, man. D, what you got for us?
Snoop? Oh, we don't gossip. Oh no, but we gonna bring you the real. We just snoop a little bit. Dad Snoop. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we back with another dad talk. As we know, the dads, we don't gossip, but we do keep our ears to the streets. And this little bitty right here, I am definitely looking forward to hear what the dads have to say, because this, my friends, can hit really close to home. Here's your question. When dealing with friends of the opposite sex, what levels of celebration is considered out of bounds or considered friendship or romance? Where's that line before you said, all right, now we're getting disrespectful? In other words, let me give you an example. You got a friend, or your wife has a friend of the other sex, and he takes her out for her birthday. Is that romantic, or is that a friend? What do you think?
What time they going out?
Yeah.
Boom. That's where I was at. Well, tell me, Bill. Go. You there? So let me tell me. Because you tell me.
I'm gonna tell you right now. One, y'all not doing dinner. You can forget about
dinner.
You're not doing dinner. Now, lunch, I'll probably let you get ahead and go have lunch. You can have lunch. You know what I'm saying? Lunch, brunch, kind of cool. But how do I know this dude? I know that's your people, but do I know this dude? You know what I'm saying? Like, if this is your friend for the opposite sex and y'all cool, like, my thing is, if we haven't all hung out together to me to feel comfortable like that, don't even tell me y'all going out to eat like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I need to get ahead and vet this dude to make sure that I'm comfortable with you just being alone with this dude. Because him taking you out and you know what I mean? You just don't let your wife go out with any chick. I mean, with any dude, you know what I'm saying? Same thing with the guys. I don't think any guys would just go out with any chick, you know what I'm saying? So if it's not somebody that comes to the house that I know like that, nah, it's not happening at all.
Ace?
I gotta totally agree, man. It's like dinner is definitely out of the picture, but to answer your question in its entirety, I think you draw the line depending on what we're celebrating. A birthday gathering or a birthday, hey, he's not, if you're doing something, it got to be a group, because just like you got a male close friend, I'm pretty sure you got female close friends. Are all of y'all going out or all of us going out? What is it? It's not going to be a one-on-one unless this dude just so happened he's not going to be here. And like Bill said, how do I know him? You know what I mean? Oh, Gerald's going to be out of town when we all are going out. So he wanted to know we can catch brunch on Wednesday. Cool. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't going to be Gerald going to be at this. Plus, he want to take me out by my. Nah. We ain't doing all that. Now, where I draw the line, I would say, and I think we spoke about this for some reason. I think this came across. I don't know if it was an Ask Dad or it was just us having casual conversation. But one of the things that I'll say that I think is off limits is like a Valentine's Day. Like, I don't think that a Valentine's Day gift to the opposite sex as a friend, I don't think that's a day that you should be giving. That's one of the days you should be, acknowledging them. I don't think Valentine's Day is one. Christmas is cool, birthday is cool, depending on how you play it. But Valentine's Day is like one of those, nah, we ain't doing that. Definitely ain't doing that.
And just to pick back up what you said before, I agree with you to where I don't feel there's, and actually just going back to the thing because you kind of opened my eyes to it, I don't think there's a reason why you should be going out one-on-one anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, especially if it's a birthday, it's like, okay, it's a birthday, let's go out as a group of friends or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, let's go out and celebrate you and stuff like that. Now, let's say, okay, your best friend, which is a guy, lives out of town. He lives in LA and he comes in town. Okay, that's cool. And let's say I know this dude. I feel like we should all be able to go. We here celebrating you. We should all be able to go out. So I don't feel like there's any one-on-one thing that it really has to happen. You know what I'm saying? So I can see, like, my thing is if it's planned, I feel like it should be a group activity, knowing that you got a man or a husband or a wife, you know what I mean? That should be another thing. And then it's like, yo, bring your girl. We'll go out. And if you want to take her out, cool. Let's do it that way. But I don't know. I'm a little shaky about that.
Yeah.
Well, I agree and I disagree. I agree with the levels. There are levels to it before it becomes disrespectful. Like, I'm with Bill all the way. You can do a brunch. Breakfast, yeah. Like, lunch, okay. Once we go after 5 o'clock, now you're trying to swallow some teeth. That's the way I look at it. Do I feel that it should be one-on-one? If that's their friend and that's where they go, like, if they go back before we were together, there's no place I have nothing to say. Long as they're respectful and they understand my position and where I stand in this relationship, then we good. But so I understand. That's where I am. Like, they can go if he comes, like what Bill said. If he comes to the town, he's like, yo, I'm gonna take you out for your birthday. I'm gonna take you out for breakfast or lunch. I'm like, all right, bet, have a good time. I'll be home playing my game, whatever. But once you start talking about, like, let's get up 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the evening, then yeah, nah. We going? Oh, let me go get my stuff, get my junk on, so we can go out and have a good time. He's treating because I don't want to have to pay. I think friendship is for anything before 5 o'clock, especially when you're dealing with birthdays, anniversaries, that kind of thing. Like, if they celebrating something at the job, like, you celebrate at the job, like you've been at the job for 5 years, 10 years, and they say, hey, we're gonna go out and celebrate. That's fine, long as it's before 5, 6 o'clock. Anything after that, then it becomes a we activity. We're gonna go out.
I feel like the work thing is like, even if it's a work friend, your people are real cool at work. Okay, cool. I don't feel y'all should go on a one-on-one. I feel like, okay, yo, what's your name celebrating 10 years? Yo, we all gonna go to happy hour. Right. We all go do, that type of thing. That's cool. The only thing that I was saying, D, what you were saying, like, you're cool with them going out. But my thing is this. If they, let's just say, like you said, anybody that was there before me, before we started dating, cool. Yeah, I wasn't around then, so I don't even know, like, the deep history. You get what I'm saying? So how do I know, like, back then he used to get ahead and try to holler at you or whatever? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm just like, I'm not that cool with, okay, I respect him. I'm gonna say I respect him being your friend, but as far as y'all going one on, nah, I think that's a group activity. Like, just because y'all was back in the day, all right, I'm your husband now. Like, we all going out. Unless I chill with them and then we all, we've been around each other and, do, once again, do something cool. But Other than that, I don't feel like there's a need for that. And then it's kind of like on gifts. How do y'all feel? Because I know I have Jackie has a friend that she's real cool with, but I'm cool with him too. And I met him through her, and like her birthday had come, he'll give her, he'll give her something for her birthday, or do something like that. And I don't mind. I feel comfortable with that. But certain dudes, if I don't really know dude, I don't really feel comfortable with dude just buying. And I'm not talking about like a 21st birthday, 35th birthday. I'm talking about like a regular, it's a birthday here. We'll go do this or whatever. And like we've all gone out dinner. So I don't really feel comfortable with other dudes buying my wife gifts. If we ain't there, like.
No, because even if we are there like that, like y'all my bros. I look at y'all like blood could make us any tighter. You feel me? But I think I would feel some type of way if you showed up and like, hey Rose, here's a gift. Happy birthday to you, sis. I'm like, hold on. Did we talk about exchanging gifts?
But see, here's my thing. I think that would play a little bit different because it wouldn't be from myself or Bill. It would be from the couple. This is from me and T.
That's different. If you say it's from me and T.
Well, no, that's from. But I think that.
I know you're not over here talking, Mr. 2 weeks, yo.
Yeah, exactly.
2 years. 2 years.
2 years. My bad. 2 years.
And I already got one on notice.
I think that when you look at it, if you look at it from that standpoint, you wouldn't say, oh, you know what, Bill came and bought this. And he didn't say it was from him and Jackie. What's going on between you? You're going to automatically assume. But I totally agree with you in regards with, like Bill, how you said Jackie has a friend. I think that there's a limit to the type of gifts that may be bought. Now, if you're sitting there and every year it's a card, it's, hey, I got you a gift card, there's such and such, $25 gift card or something like that. I'm cool with those. But what you cannot do is sit here and say, hey, happy birthday, T. I got you a Pandora bracelet charm. Oh, no, the hell you didn't.
Right.
No, you didn't.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. With like what you're saying, like if you bring in a gift, I wouldn't even expect you to give the gift because I would expect T.
True. That's true.
Give the gift. You feel me?
That's true.
Like,
unless she's not there, unless T couldn't make it or whatever. But automatically,
T gonna make that. Like
no. But what I'm saying,
if me and Rose bought a gift for T, Rose like I can't make it. No, you're gonna make it, or we're gonna give the gift afterwards because it's just the way it looks.
The presentation.
Yeah, the presentation just doesn't look right.
Which I agree with. I'm not disagreeing with it. I think I would take it both ways only because of the simple fact of me, y'all being my brothers.
That's the only reason I was gonna be like this. I can care less. Y'all buy Jackie a gift. Yeah, I'll be like this. Okay, I appreciate it. That's your sister. Yeah, let somebody else do that I ain't that close with. Now I'm like this. Whoa, buddy. What you doing?
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like for me, it wouldn't. If y'all showed us like, hey, Rose couldn't make it, Jackie couldn't make it. Here's the gift from. Okay, no problem. Because I know that gift was from the two of y'all. But like I said, when you're talking about just an opposite sex friend. And you're like, oh, well, this gift was from Clarence. All right, well, what did Clarence get you? It better be something. It better be something appropriate.
Right.
Because what Clarence can't do is tell me something. Yeah, I bought you a nice boy shorts and a tank top set. Oh no, Clarence gonna get his ass whooped.
Facts.
Hold on, I can't buy tea and a short.
First of all, Rose ain't allowing you to buy that. I'm
trying to help you out, bro. I'm trying to look you out.
Even if you tried, Rose gonna be like, nah.
So
Rose,
that would be see her in this?
That would be blocked.
You want to see her in this?
Yeah. Rose. First of all, see T one of them types. She wouldn't even accept it. She'd be like, nah. No.
You did,
and then get mad at me. Like, why would you even allow him to? Why?
Exactly.
Nah.
Like, did y'all have a conversation about this? Yeah, why would you even think this would be okay? Why would you even
think that this was cool? Like, nah.
I'm like, I bought this for. I wanted to put. This is a present for both of y'all. It's both of y'all birthday.
Nah.
Yo, D, let me talk to you outside.
His was crazy. Like, I don't know if it was her aunt or like my side, my aunt was somebody bought her something like for the bridal shower. And I remember she was like, yo, I felt so uncomfortable because it was like, of course, lingerie. She was like, I'm never wearing that. She's like, anytime I put it on, I'm thinking about the aunt. Like, nah, I'm not wearing
Nah,
that.
my aunt brought Jackie some drink for our engagement drink, and I was like, well, thank you, Aunt Debbie, thank you.
But the thing,
honeymoon.
yeah. Now, see, here's the thing. They mean well by it, but I guess the visual was in the head of who bought it for her. She's like, nah, I'm never gonna touch this. You can forget this. You cancel Christmas on this one.
I said thank you and put that in the bag for the honeymoon bag, so we good.
Dang, Ace, I guess I got to send back that extender I was going to get you for Christmas.
Yep, that's it. That's the end of the dad's talk. Yep. Thank y'all for tuning in to the dad's talk. We keep our ears to the streets and off Adam and Eve, all right? This is comedy.
Yeah.
And that's all for the dad's talk with your boy D Comedy. God bless you.
You locked in to the Dad's Intervention Podcast. I got a question. Help! I don't know how to say. Am I wrong? Ask Dad.
People, y'all know what time it is. It's time for the Ask Dad portion of the show. That's when y'all sending y'all questions and we get ahead and be answering them. So if y'all want to get ahead and send us any questions, y'all can hit us on Instagram in the DM at Dad's Intervention Podcast. Or you can get ahead and hit us up in the email at dadsinterventionpodcast@gmail.com. So get ahead and send out those questions and put in the subject line, Ask Dad. So we got a good one today, fellas. I was told I need answers, okay? And the subject, it says, don't do baby mamas.
Uh-oh.
So here it goes. It says, I need to ask you dads. I need to ask you dads to make sure I'm not going crazy. Me and my boyfriend have been dating for a month and a half now. He has a son from a previous girlfriend. I have issues with my boyfriend always doing things for his baby mother. Example, picking up her mother to take her to appointments or taking her to the store, picking up food for his baby mother. He says he doesn't want anything to do with her, and she doesn't want anything to do with him. Her name is always being brought up. The other night, we finished having sex, and he brings up his baby mother. Like, really? She's always calling him and having him do errands that have nothing to do with the son. What do y'all think about this? And am I overreacting? Because I'm ready to cut this off. So I'll go ahead and ask Ace first, Ace, how you feel about this? The baby mother is like basically having him take them.
Why the hell you ask me? Because I gotta.
I'm just saying.
This is the second week you done got real sensitive.
You really been sensitive, bro.
Bill was like this. I'm gonna ask Ace because Ace the one with.
I ain't confirmed. When she asked me this question, I was like this. Oh, don't worry about it. I'll be back next week with a whole answer. I said I'll be in work tomorrow. I'll tell you about it. Don't worry. Watch this episode.
All right, so check it. To me, you just don't. There's a line. Once again, here it goes again. Just like how we said in the dad's talk, there's a line drawn. If you're no longer with that child's mother, all of those extracurricular activities, that comes to a halt once you have a significant other. Now, how serious is the relationship between him and her? That's what she needs to ask him. Where are we? Because to him, it may be like, yo, me and you vibing, but I don't know where this is going to be. If she's never met the son, if she's never, if they just now getting going and her thing is, well, we've been dating for 5 months. It may not be that serious to him, which is why he's still doing the regular. However, if they have made it where it's known that, look, we are in something or whatever, yeah, all those extracurricular activities has to stop. You doing stuff, the food thing would depend on how old the child is and what I'm getting. Hey,
but it's not even for it has nothing to do with the kid. It has nothing to do with the son.
Yeah, so then no, I'm not doing it.
It's just looking out for her, like, yo,
I'm not.
Can you get this for me?
I'm not doing that. And what it sounds like to me, and I don't know if she's watching the show or if you have to relay the message. What it sounds like is she has to find out where she stands at in the relationship, because it seems as if that he is not putting her on the stature that she feels she should be on. And that's just how it is. I just know that when my ex and I broke up, it was, nah, I'm done with doing anything extra. The extra is done. There is no, my mother need to go to the doctor. Okay, you need me to take my daughter? Is that why you're asking me? I kept it that way. But that wasn't until I got into a relationship where I knew that was going somewhere. In between that, I'm not gonna lie, I was doing stuff because, of course, I had, that was my prerogative. Had nothing to do with me still being intimate with her, because I wasn't. But it was still my prerogative to make sure that the mother of my child was cool. But the minute that T came along, I was like, all right, this got to cease. So I got to stop that. So.
Okay, I like that. D, how you feel about that?
Well, I'm going to come at Ace on the other end, because as a father of so many children, if for any reason, if tomorrow me and Rose were no longer together, and I was to enter in a new relationship, the fact of the matter is, she's still the mother of my children, and we were together for 13 years. So therefore, there's going to be a level of commitment, a level of caring that's going to happen no matter what relationship I get into. Her mother is always going to be my mother. We're going to talk about the father, but her grandmother, her grandfather, always going to be my grandmother and grandfather. That's never going to change, no matter who I date years from now, whatever. The fact of the matter is, those relationships that were established are always going to be there. So I think the young lady have to, like, there are some things that have to be nipped in the bud. Like, yes, those relationships are there; they're going to be established. If I have to take my mom to the doctor, I'm going to take my mom to the doctor, because that's our relationship. If I have to go and do something for my grandmother, then I'm gonna have to go do something for my grandmother, because these are the things that have been established 13, 14, 20 years. So you can't come along 1 year, 2 year in and think I'm supposed to erase all those years of stuff when they was holding me down before I even knew you. But some things definitely got to be nipped in the bud. Like, I'm not getting up. I'm not giving the all faith and then, like, let me tell you about what Rose did. This all remind me of the all Rose gave me in '67. No, we're not going to have that kind of conversation. Like, there's certain things, certain places, a time and place for everything. No, if we about to get hot and heavy, there's no need to talk about the baby mother at all. So that needs to be said. She should have nipped that in the bud from the jump. Like, soon as he try to bring her up, you like, what we not going to do is, why you still smelling like my cootie, talk about your baby mother.
But see, that's the thing. That's why I said, you use the example of the history. That's why I said to Bill, what it sounds like to me is she has to find out where she stands. Because if you in a relationship 13, 14, 15 years, I don't expect you to give it up. However, I don't expect you to be ready for another relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So I expect you, being the man that you are, to let a woman know, like, yo, we just vibing. We just doing our do. But don't think that we're in something, because I was married for 15 years.
Right.
Yeah, I think marriage really, it brings it to a different perspective, because of the fact, like you said, all of us being married now, God forbid something ever happened, my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, that's gonna be my parent. I love them to death. No matter what, I'll always get ahead and do that. You're not, I don't care what relationship I'm in. I'm always gonna have the respect for them. You know what I'm saying? Same thing, like, still to this day, like, my parents are separated, you know what I mean? But my parents still would get ahead. Like, when my grandparents were still around, my dad would still check on my grandmother, and my mom do this, those certain things, because that's my family. So I feel like with the relationship, I agree with both of you, with Ace, how you said, you got to find out where you stand right now. But my thing is, if I'm in that relationship, and I'm not talking about marriage, I need to know that you If it has to do with your kid, my hands is off. You do what you got to do. I respect that. No questions asked. But if it ain't got to do with your kid, I feel like if we trying to get ahead and build something, you got to cut that off, because
Exactly.
at the same time, like, yo, I have a mother and this and that. I mean, we're not saying I'm putting out that on you, but we trying to get ahead and build something. And now you're just always so conveniently open and ready to jump for her to do all that kind of stuff. And then one thing that she didn't put in the email that she told me was, like, one time they were out and she got a phone call. He was on the phone with her and he was like, they coming back to the car because, like, the mother and the daughter, they was running around. Let's say he took them grocery shopping and they will come back to the car. He was like, all right, I'm gonna call you back. And they come back to the car now or whatever. My thing is, it can still be some, like, yo, you can't even, like, if I'm in a relationship and my baby mother is there, I can talk in front of them to any girl. You know what I'm saying?
See, here's the part with that. Not to cut you off, Bill. Here's the part with that. That can be looked at as rude. He could play that card. I don't want to be rude. So
right.
That's why
I can that I can understand. But then you got some people, and I've heard other baby mamas and stuff like that. Look, when they go through their time, when they break up with somebody, they always gonna see each other. And some of them be getting seeing baby mom, and they get ahead and get some, and they still getting somebody while they can. They both single. Hey, I want it, you want it. Hey, boom, it's easy. You know what I'm saying? So, and then on the same side, if let's say he still is hitting that and he's still doing everything, you don't want to mess it up. So you're going to keep doing these things for your baby mother, because as soon as you get and stop doing that, it's going to cause problems and tension. So that's why it can become a red flag for his girl right now. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's like, I think really at the end of the day, you got to find out where you stand and And honestly, it's time to say something. You got to say something, because this isn't, it can't go on like this. You know what I mean? Especially the way you feeling. You getting ready to get ahead and walk. Nah, you need to get ahead and talk about it, because you could be walking for the wrong reasons. And then he might not even be noticing, because he was so used to doing these things before that it's just routine to him now. So
very true.
So that's what it is, brothers. I appreciate y'all answering, helping my peoples out. And people, if y'all want to get ahead and send us any questions, like I said, hit us on Instagram at Dad's Intervention Podcast. Hit us in the DM, put Ask Dad, or you can get ahead and email us at Dad's Intervention Podcast at gmail.com. We appreciate y'all sending in them questions. So until next time, y'all keep asking them questions and we'll keep answering them. I'm going to holler at y'all.
You locked in to the Dad's Intervention Podcast.
Your systems are offline.
We going in.
I'm that baby's daddy.
To the Dad's Cave.
I'm that baby's daddy.
Shut it down.
I'm Pepe.
All right, y'all. You already know what time it is. Buckle up, because, of course, it is time to enter the Dad's Cave. So if you are around kids and you never heard the Dad's Cave before, this is where you get away from the little ones. This is where you put some headphones on. You do something, because, of course, it may get crazy. As you can see, possibly now, if you look at D has his collar flipped up, because he's ready to enter this.
I'm happy that button's the last button, because if you didn't.
Here's the thing. This could go either way, ladies and gentlemen. I try to tell y'all, all the time, these thoughts are just, questions that may come to me, or thoughts that just might come in my head. But where my brothers take it, it's not on me. It's not on me. And where my mind goes, it's not on me. To be perfectly honest, in my defense, I'm left unsupervised. I don't see T near me, right? I'm unsupervised.
Facts. So, you do need a supervisor.
Yeah, I need a supervisor. All right, so here's a question, fellas, and we discussed this before. Oh, he done switched hats now.
Switching hats.
You gonna put St. John's on? Come on, this is college now.
he want to take it back to college days. Who knows? You know what I'm saying?
All right, cream or squirt? Where we at? Which one is better?
We in the cave.
Come on, cream or squirt? Cream or squirt? Where we at? Which one?
We're gonna let D touch that first, because I know he cream or squirt. D, what you going with?
Neither.
Okay.
It depends. Wait, let me clear. Let me clarify.
Because
I was gonna say, okay, because that was nothing but crickets. Yeah. I was sitting there like this. So he want that joint to be like this, dry as like.
Creaming. First of all, creaming is the man is men. That has nothing to do with the female. So,
What the
I'm
hell?
gonna go. Yeah.
Not cream pie.
That is
Not
not
cream
Yeah.
pie.
not a cream pie. That's not true.
Oh, okay. I thought we talking about cream
Oh, okay.
pie.
I was about to say,
No, no,
brother,
no, 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 no,
that
no,
ain't
no.
true.
Not cream pie.
Oh, okay. All right.
Creaming.
Let's be. Gotta be
Creamy.
clear with these things. Because I was about to say, nah, bro. I'm good with the cream.
Nah. I'm talking about
When a
them
girl
sitting
is
there
creaming.
creaming. Yeah, they can
Yeah.
cream
No, I
on their
like
own.
creamy. I would take creamy over squirting.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll take creamy over squirting. It's the look is better. Besides the fact, you don't know the length of my pimp hand. So if you squirting all over the place, now I gotta change my sheets, and I don't know how much time I got between you and when the next person come in.
What? Yo,
Oh, okay.
No, but for real,
Okay.
I just got a brand new bed and it cost me a lot of money. I don't want you squirting all over my brand new bed.
You get a mattress cover.
Nah, I'm good. I don't want you squirting all over my brand new bed. Like you might mess up my electronics. I got the I got the adjustable bed, the adjustable base. So you might get that wet, and that's not covered under my warranty. And now I done paid all this money for this base, and now it don't work no more because you done got it soaking wet because you squirting all over the place. Now I take the creamy.
She's
Thank
making it rusty? Like, what's going on, man? This
yo,
ain't oil.
listen. I'm gonna get ahead and touch it, and I'm gonna get ahead and say I'm kind of like on both sides, because that creamy, it's like, yo, that joint, that joint's right. Like she's into it, she's there. So I'm like, and you just see that joint, you like, oh, now I'm just stroking to get, like you just trying to stuff that cream pie. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Now the squirter is great too, because the squirter is like this. Yo, this joint like a waterfall in here. When that joint start going off, you're doing your thing. Only thing I'd be a little nervous is there's a little piss in there. Okay, there is some piss in there, and I don't care what you say. Like when you hitting it can be cool. You be like this, all right, I can watch down there. If you've been there like me and you had your face in there and they start squirting, it's a great thing until you start thinking like, hold on, it's warm. Wait, I think there's a little piss. So I'm like this. I enjoy it in the moment, but it's like I go back to the porn joint, like I told y'all. When you watching that porn and you getting that joint on, you like, yo, this joint is great. Once you get that nut off, that porn becomes disgusting. So now I'm gonna tell you right now, in the moment, I'm like, oh yeah, this joint great. As soon as the squirting happened, it's like, this great, this piss. so like I'm like, you gotta catch me in the moment. But I mean, hey, I'm down for both, so don't get it twisted. I'm nasty.
Okay. I think I would have to say for me it's more so the squirter is, to me, I love the squirter, but the squirter becomes even hands down better than the creamer in my eyes if she can control when it happens. Like the multiple one.
Anybody that can control it, is pissing. I'm telling you right now. Anybody that can control it is pissing.
Right.
Whatever it is.
Yo, she's like this. You ever go to the bathroom and hold your piss? You start peeing and then hold it. You be like,
I can't do that shit no more. I used to do that.
I mean, I know your bladder ain't like it used to be.
Man, my bladder. I can't just shut it off like I used to. Now you like this. Oh, hey.
Yo.
And get out of control. But I think
around bust a vessel trying to.
Yeah, man. But I think that to me, being able to have a female that can do it multiple times and control it, to me that's just a turn on. Now the creamer, to have a creamer is always beautiful because the visual that we get, especially if you hit it from the back, you hit it from the side, it's like your indication. It's like your indication that you in there. It's like the indication that you in there. I don't know how they do it. Yeah, it's like the indication of this is happening. You know what I mean? However, like I said, the squirt is just that, especially if it's multiple times, it just takes it over the top. It's like with a woman is sitting here and call it what you want, but what you can't say is I ain't having fun. I'm having fun. I'm having fun with the water everywhere and just, depending on how the woman does, it's just fun. So I would have to say it's a creamer's game until the squirters take over and just do what you do.
Listen, let her squirt when she's on top of you, when she's riding you. It's a whole different experience. I'm telling you, it changed my life.
See what I'm
In a
saying?
good way or a bad way?
In a good way.
Okay,
I'm telling you.
I thought D was like this. I almost drowned and I can't swim.
Yeah.
No, listen. No, that happened too. Like when you down there and she's squirting and you like, oh wait,
yeah, it's like a hose.
No, right. But when she's riding you and she's feeling her stroke and then all of a sudden that body quiver a little bit, and then you just feel like this warm, cool peppermint sensation roll over your lower part of your body, and then she go back and finish, go back and finish, and then do it again. You like, hold on, wait, listen, lady.
Yeah, once she go back, it's like you in
tonight. That's what
it feel like you in the deep end. Like you don't feel about it. You in the deep end when that joint happened.
Right. And you trying to keep your composure the whole time. You like, listen, you can't go right now. I understand she going, but you gotta outlast her. But I'm like telling in my head, like, Derek, right now at this point, number 8, 9, and 10 can come right now. It's a life changing experience.
Yeah, telling you.
Definitely. People, let us know how y'all feel about that, because we like to know. Yeah, we definitely like to know.
And if you ever want to see what the samples are, Pornhub is always there.
Yes, definitely.
That's where I definitely go ahead and
shout out to
make sure you put creamer and not cream pie.
Oh, no,
okay,
don't do no damn
cream pie is a whole other situation.
Cream pie,
a lot of us don't want to have to watch.
We'll bring that up next time. We'll talk about cream pies another day. All right, y'all. Y'all already know. So catch us next week, same time, same bad channel, 8:00. We will be here, and you can catch us on all your music streaming sites. Type in Dad's Intervention Podcast, and please make sure you follow us on social media, Dad's Intervention Podcast. All right, tell a friend. We are here for the dads, but we are also talking to the moms as well. So it's always good to hear both sides of the story. But in closing, we always say, Bill.
In closing, a freak's a freak, a pie's a pie, but piss is piss. Watch yourself with them squirters.
Okay. D.
That joint was nice, yo. I just came up with the top.
That was poetic. That was poetic. I'm gonna give you that one. I'm gonna give you snaps for that one. Thank you, brother. That was good. I'm going to say, if you are dealing with a baby mama, know your place, know your role before you end up alone. God bless you.
Yo, time out. I ain't confront. This is 2 weeks in a row you trying to be real positive, yo. I ain't feeling the freaky, the freaky deaky used to be here, and last week you was like, yo, Plush, I want to thank y'all. Y'all just, y'all just touching hearts and shooting in the star behind the moon, because the stars are the places you can go. Nah, man. Next week you better have some
levels. There's versatility to the deacon. You feel me? God bless you.
Oh, we know.
I feel you. Even though Bill had really threw me off, I just want to say I understand why Michael Phelps loves water now. I do too. But I will say, in closing, if you have a friend that happens to be of the opposite sex, there's no reason why you can't be a friend. Be a great friend. Always be supportive of whatever situation they are in. However, if you are a male and your female friend happens to have the name of Rose, Jackie, or Letitia, kill yourself before I do.
Bang, bang. Everybody got to die.
Somebody's going to die.
Yo, because I'm a savage.
God almighty. Now she got a hair wrap. I don't know if y'all seen her with the bonnet on.
I seen it.
She crazy. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all next week, man. Y'all have a good week. Peace.
You locked in to the Dad's Intervention Podcast.